So I'm watching House of David, and I think episode 3. And, if you haven't watched House of David yet, I guess spoiler alert, but it's in the Bible. The story's in the Bible. And I didn't fully know the story. Of course, I know that David became the king of Israel. I know he slew the giant, Goliath and all of that. But, man, what I just witnessed, man, brought me to tears. Like, when King Saul was denounced from his throne by Samuel, the prophet, basically saying that the Most High is finna remove you. And, that his spirit has been taken away from him. And he's on a mission to find the new king. He gets to David's father's place and asks for David's father to bring all his sons out, and they leave David because David was like an illegitimate child, so they hid him. He was just a shepherd boy. He wasn't able to fight any battles, any wars, and he was thirsting after God. Like, his mother told him that he was going to hear the voice of God and that he was going to be great and all that kind of stuff, right? And he used to see the lion, he used to see a lion all the time. Like, a lion killed his mom, and then he would see the lion try to attack his sister, and it was all on the quest of, like the Lion of Judah, really, And when Saul came, not Saul, when the prophet Samuel came, and he looking at all the sons, because they're looking for somebody that's a warrior, right? And all the sons, they strong, got big beards, manly looking men. He's like, y'all look the part, but y'all ain't it. Where is it somebody else? And, the father was like, yeah, I got my other son, David, but he's just a little shepherd boy, So Saul is like, go get him. Samuel was like, go get him. He goes and get him. And man, like, you could really feel the spirit. It was like prophetic that Jesus was going to be coming, even though it was about King David in that moment, but he anointed him. And you could see all these, he was having these visions, and he started laughing. Like, Samuel started laughing like, man, God is funny. Like, this dude, this little puny, pretty boy is going to be the king of Israel, and he's a warrior. I don't see it, but clearly he said, God knows your heart, though. He said, God sees the heart. He don't see the outward appearance. He sees your heart. And so he said, he told David that he knows that he has a heart for God. And man, it just really, I literally started thanking God from seeing it as if I didn't know what was going to happen. Like that, Yeshua was going to come thousands of years later and be in the bloodline of King David. But it was just like the promise of it, right? And it just made me think like, man, like God looks at everybody's heart, flaws and all. No matter what you have done, haven't done, he can see something in you, pull it out, and make you great. You just got to be willing to submit, willing to commit and submit. And that is what we got to do as men of God, women of God. The Most High is petitioning us to seek him diligently, and he's going to show us the way, And you got to think, man, in this whole little series, you can see David, man, really thirsting to be a warrior. I want to be a warrior. I want to fight. I believe I can fight. You can see him in certain scenes where he's like, I fear nothing, and whatever. He's going through his little faith battles, singing his songs and all that kind of stuff. And, he needed a chance. And none of his brothers wanted to give him a chance. He was ostracized by his brothers. His father, though his father loves him, he was ashamed of him, And he took the smallest and the most qualified person from the family and made him a great man. And it was just like we're talking about Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, is gonna be coming through the line of King David. And it started with King David, and it was like, even in the Old Testament, it's letting something greater. This is for greatness. This is necessary for you to be the king of Israel, to usher in the future king of Israel. Well, he was always the king of Israel, Jesus was always the king, but you get what I'm saying. It's just kind of magnificent, man. And I'm like, I just had to make this video. This House of David is dope so far. Like, I'm not even looking at it for like any inconsistencies. As long as I just want to see the pure heart of the project. you know, and I really got to get in my Bible because I gotta read this story fully myself, you know, and get more familiar. So I can't even be the one to critique it too hard. But shout out to Amazon Prime, man, for letting this piece of biblical work come out. And you know, I'm just glad that it's not a bunch of white people playing the main characters, even though it's no black guys. I know some of y'all don't believe that some of these people were black or darker skinned, but they were, you know. But that's another story. But shout out to the House of David, man. Y'all need to watch it. I'm gonna finish it, you know, soon. And stay prayed up, y'all, and really like seek God and do what you gotta do. We all on this journey, trying to figure things out, trying to figure life out, and it is what it is. It's your boy Carl Anthony. It's due season. We locked in. Peace.